Today, we are going to start a new lesson in class 10th geography, a very important chapter, agriculture. You all know very well, main occupation of Indian people is agriculture. Even today, nearly 50% of population is engaged in agriculture. We have already studied in chapter 2nd of economics, primary sector. In the chapter sectors of Indian economy, we have studied primary sector. That is basically about agriculture. So, what is this agriculture? Agriculture is stealing of land for growing crops. So, a simple definition of agriculture is tilling of land for growing crops is known as agriculture. Another name for agriculture is also there, that is farming. So, both these names are quite similar to each other, agriculture and farming. Now let's begin this chapter. Agriculture is tilling of land. As I told you, agriculture is tilling of land. Tilling means plying. Tilling of land for growing crops. India is an agriculturally important country. Even today, most of the people in India are engaged in agriculture. So that is why it is said India is an agriculturally important country. Agriculture is a primary activity which produces most of the food that we consume. We have already studied in sectors of Indian economy. Agriculture is a primary activity which produces most of the food that we consume. We get our food from agriculture. Besides food grains, not only food grains that we eat, it also produces raw materials for various industries. If we talk about cotton industry, if we talk about jute industry, all these industries are based on agriculture. Now we'll talk about types of farming. As I told you, agriculture and farming. Types of farming. What are the types of farming? How many types of farming is practiced in India? So let's see. First of all, agriculture is an age old economic activity in our country. We must remember, agriculture is an age old economic activity in our country. Since the emergence of civilization, people are practicing agriculture. Cultivation methods have changed significantly depending upon the characteristics of physical environment. Mind the words. Cultivation methods have changed significantly. It has changed significantly with importance depending upon the characteristics. What are the characteristics? Physical environment. For agriculture, we need physical environment, plains, hills, river basins, technological know how. Technological know how means new technologies and its uses, and socio-cultural practices. All these things have changed the cultivation methods. Farming varies from subsistence to commercial type. Now the question is, what is this subsistence farming? What is this subsistence farming? Subsistence farming is a type of farming in which farmers grow food crops to meet the needs of themselves and their families. and it basically means for survival. So, once again, subsistence farming is a type of farming in which farmers grow food crops to meet the needs of themselves and their families. It basically means for survival. Now we'll talk about primitive subsistence farming. Primitive means ancient ways, old ways of farming. Subsistence, I told you the definition. This type of farming is still practiced in few pockets of India. Few pockets. Pockets means areas of India. It is practiced on small patches of land. This type of farming is practiced on small patches, small portion of land with the help of primitive tools, as you can see, like hoe, dao, and digging sticks, and family or community labor. It requires family or community labor. No use of new technologies like tractor and other tools. This type of farming depends upon monsoon, natural fertility of the soil, and suitability of other environmental condition to the crops grown. So it is based on the grace of God, on the grace of monsoon. And what is used? No artificial fertilizers, no chemicals, only natural fertilizers, that is natural fertility of soil. It is slash and burn agriculture. It is also known as slash and burn agriculture. What is slash? Slash means to cut, burn, slash and burn, cutting and burning of trees, clearing the land, then tilling, and after sowing some seeds in it. As you can see in the picture, zooming in northeastern region, you can see here, after cutting the trees, after slashing the trees, it has been burnt. When the soil fertility decreases after one or two crops, the people who were practicing agriculture, they leave the place. When the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. So what is basically done? In 1 or 2 year, when the fertility of soil decreases, the farmers shift. They go to another place, slash the forest there, burn it, and start agriculture. It is known by different names in different parts of the country. This type of farming is known by different names in different parts of the country. For example, it is zooming in northeastern states like Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, and Nagaland. Slash and burn, zooming, milpa, all these are names. Pamlo in Manipur, Deepa in Bastar districts of Chhattisgarh and in Andaman and Nicobar. Along with, if you talk about other countries, it is known as milpa in Mexico and Central America, Konuku in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, Masoli in Central Africa, Ladang in Indonesia, Ray in Vietnam. Now we'll talk about intensive subsistence farming. What is this intensive? Intensive subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced in areas of high population where the population is very high and there is pressure on land. More population require more food. So we require more production as well. It is labor intensive farming where there is a lot of labor required, where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher production. So, in intensive subsistence farming, what do we do? In intensive subsistence farming, we use high doses of biochemical and irrigation. In primitive subsistence farming, these practices are not there. These are not practiced in primitive subsistence farming. But here we use high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigations for obtaining higher production. There is enormous pressure on agricultural land. That is why there is a lot of pressure on that small patch of land. Now, the last topic of the day, commercial farming. What is commercial farming? Commercial means for earning money for commercial purpose that ultimately deals with money. This type of farming uses higher doses of modern inputs. For example, high yielding varieties, HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides in order to obtain higher productivity. So all these are used where? In commercial type of farming. The degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another. How? Let's try to understand with example. For example, rice is commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Orissa it is a subsistence crop that is meant for survival. In Orissa, it is a subsistence crop. That means that crop is only meant for survival. While in Haryana and Punjab, it is a commercial crop that is sown, that is grown for the purpose of earning money. Plantation is also a type of commercial farming. So another type of commercial farming is plantation. In this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area. For example, banana, tea plantation, rubber. All the produce is used as raw material in respective industries, and the produce which is produced in these sectors are used as raw material in respective industries. For example, sugarcane for sugarcane industry. In India, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. are important plantation crops. As you can see here in the picture, bamboo plantation, and in second one, banana plantation in southern part of India. Processing industries and markets play an important role in the development of plantations. Processing industries where these raw materials are processed and sent to the market. These two things, processing industries and markets, play an important role in the development of plantations. If these are well established, plantation will grow, will develop. That's all in this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.